truly Pokemon. You know what that's making me think of? You might be referencing this. Hold on. The Pokemon X and Y. Why are you crying? Yeah, because that's truly whoops, this is the wrong button here. This button, my goodness gracious. Because this is truly, like, me and many other Pokemon fans right now. No, I wasn't making a reference. Well, you totally could have been with, I just said that. But what that made me think of, reference or not, was the, man, why is this so low quality? Was this... Here's a higher quality one. Why are you crying, Pokemon? Because a couple things. There was a new trailer for Pokemon Pokopia this morning. The game is $100, which, like, I guess for one is Nintendo's new standard. Like, this is what Donkey Kong Bonanza was, for example. This is what Pokemon Legends ZA Switch 2 edition costs. Switch 1 edition costs $85 Canadian. But $100 for this game that looks like it came right off of, like, the App Store. It's, certainly something there. And not only that, they revealed with the trailer that it is, it's game keycard exclusive. So I thought that game keycards would be a thing that, you know, third parties kept on doing. Well, this seems to be the first instance of a actual Nintendo game being a game keycard. Apparently it's only a 10 gigabyte game, so it could easily fit on a cartridge, no problemo. But it's game keycard exclusive. I mean, it looks fun, but not $80 USD level fun. Yeah, I can agree with that. Where it's like, yeah, it looks like some good fun Animal Crossing like kind of game there. Hello, Nurex. But yeah, not this kind of price. And at that price point, going to the store and buying a product off the shelf, only for that product to not even be a real product inside, it just being a license to download a digital copy of a game. Like, game keycards piss me off so much. I've rambled about before. I'm pretty sure I've rambled about it during this series before, where there's a digital version where you buy the digital version for convenience. You have it all on your console there. You don't have to worry about physical stuff. You get a physical cartridge if you want, like, preservation. You want to own it on the cartridge. You don't have to worry about managing data storage on your console. You have resellability. You know that this cartridge is always going to be available unless there's some sort of hardware failure or something like that. You're always going to have that. With game keycards, the only advantage that you have of physical is the resellability until the servers go down, in which case after the servers go down and you can't download the game anymore, then it's a useless piece of plastic that does nothing unless you already own the game on your console, in which case it just lets you have access to the digital game that's already on there. You can't play the digital game that you've installed as a purely digital game if the game keycard isn't in there. So you have none of the perks of digital, while still having to give space to your console for a digital game, and you have one singular perk of physical, which is time limited. So I kind of hate game keycards. So, in my opinion, like, if this was, you know, some $30, $40 game that they were doing this for, I would figure, like, whatever, not a big deal. Especially with all the, like, current stuff that goes into manufacturing costs, and tariffs, and all that stuff that I discussed in my, Nintendo Switch 2 prices video essay there. I figure, whatever. But if you're going to charge $100 hey, I think I have one literally here. If you're gonna charge 100 big ones, like, this won't even cover it after taxes. I have to pay more than this. I'd have to pay like $105 for me to go in and purchase a product. And the product is only a key to download a digital version of it that I can only access while my useless hunk of plastic is inserted into the console, then what the heck? So I had this game on my game schedule as a maybe, like, hey, if I have time, I'll probably showcase it on the channel. But as a game keycard, no. No thank you. Like, I already say that, as is, I probably would not be picking up a lot of these Pokemon games anymore if I wasn't a content creator. Like Pokemon Legends ZA, if I wasn't doing a series on this channel, I would not be picking it up. And it's the same kind of deal with Pokemon Pokopia, because I've kind of fallen out of love with modern Pokemon games. But I was still figuring, like, hey, I'll probably play it, I'll probably have some fun with it, and, you know, we'll see what it's like. But at 100 big ones, and I don't even have a physical thing, like, no. game key cards is absolutely where I draw the line on purchasing. That's why I don't plan on picking up Octopath Traveler 0 when that comes out in a few weeks here. Octopath Traveler 0 comes out on the same day as Metroid Prime 4. And I've played all the Octopath Traveler games, including Champions of the Continent, on my channel. So, you know, this 4th game, you'd think that I'd be picking it up and playing it and continuing my series. No, because game key cards is where I draw the line there. Hello, Destine. Today was a frustrating day for me and the game key card issue. Yeah, we're cooked, honestly. It really seems like Nintendo wants to push towards this becoming the new standard and saving as much money as possible. Like, I get that cartridges are a lot more expensive to produce than things like Blu-ray CDs that are super cheap and easy to produce. I get that with the whole state with, like, tariffs and stuff now, that is taking a major chunk out. I don't know what the current tariffs on Vietnam are, but, you know, still a substantial chunk there. But, like, come on, man. Yeah, I heard about the GameCube. Is that what people are calling it? That's kind of funny there. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the, what is it called? The Steam Machine. That's what it was called, right? The Steam Machine. We'll see what that does to shake up the console market, because it's like, I mean, they already have a whole bunch of, like, share in the gaming industry, what with PC gaming in general. And now it's just an easier means for people to PC game, and to have PC gaming as if it's console gaming if you're not using, like, a proper desktop like I am, or just want, like, a small PC there. It'll be really interesting to see what the Steam Machine is like price point, because if it's actually, like, affordable there, then this might actually shake up a lot of console industry stuff, because it's literally just like, hey, PC gaming as a console that you can plug in easily anywhere. Because, like, I can do a lot with my gaming PC here, but it's a big, bulky, hard to move around thing, and not everyone's going to be able to afford, you know, several $1,000 gaming PC like I have. So if this is affordable, that might do a lot. Steam winning the console wars would be so funny. It honestly would be. And I have my qualms with Steam. I feel like the 30% cut they take is a bit too much. Like, it should be lower, especially for, like, the, for smaller games, indie games. Like, maybe once you hit this amount of sales, then we start charging 30%. But, you know, cut a better deal before that point. But, you know, in a market of Nintendo being an absolutely shitty company right now, Sony making, like, no exclusives. Every other year is an exclusive, and then the between years are, like, maybe a remaster of a game that came out a few years ago. And then meanwhile, Xbox says, like, what are games? God! You know, in a market like that, I could honestly see Steam taking over. But yeah, Steam also goes far into gambling, what with, like, CSGO gambling and stuff like that, or what you mean there? And hello, Lancer. All I want to do is, I know, right? So, there's that. And another bit of news that actually happened since the last time I streamed this game was, what is it called? Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension? Something like that. Mega Dimension. How much does this cost? Isn't it like $40 or something? Can I find the Nintendo page? Yeah, it's $40. So it's more than any previous Nintendo DLCs, which actually, wait. Am I getting confused? I might be getting myself confused here. Because I thought that, no, 40 might actually be the standard for, like, season passes here in Canada. But maybe it's more for, hold on. Just for reference, let's look at Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Am I getting false memories here? Of the, I want to see the DLC of this. Is what I want to see. Just for, like, reference of other season pass stuff. Yeah, they upped the price of all Switch 1 games. Can I not find additional content DLC? Where's the... Give me a second here. Okay, maybe I'm losing my mind. Or maybe they upped the price of, like, all the things. Maybe it is $40 standard there. But yeah, $30 in the US. Okay, I'm going crazy here a little bit, but still. $40. This is coming out on December 10th. You know, less than a month from now. So, yeah, literally just under 4 weeks away is when this... I think it's December 10th, right? Am I losing my mind here? Release date? No. It's not October 16th. Where the heck? ZA Mega Dimension DLC. Wasn't it like December 10th? Maybe it's December 11th or something like that. They usually do like Thursdays or Fridays for releases. Am I going crazy? Freaking release date. I should have written it in my stream schedule channel. That's how I... Yeah, December 10th. It is Wednesday. It is the case. The release is December 10th here. So, 6 days to binge Night Rain before Pokemon DLC. But do you know what else comes out on December 4th in addition to the Night Rain DLC? Not Octopath Traveler 0, but Metroid Prime 4. I'm probably gonna be binging Metroid Prime 4. I love Metroid Prime. So, like, I'm probably gonna be going pretty crazy on that. Yeah, Metroid Prime 4 comes out on the same day as the Night Rain DLC. So, yeah, anyway, they revealed, like, an extended trailer of this. And it comes out so soon after the original game dropped. My poor schedule, truly. Like, this game comes out, or this DLC comes out December 10th, less than 4 weeks from now. I severely doubt I'm even going to have this main game beaten before then. The release date of this DLC is truly going to separate those with and without jobs, I swear. They're releasing DLC, their DLC expansion, less than 2 months after the release of the game. Like, the game released on October 16th, so that's how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, less than 8 weeks, just under 2 months. And less than 2 months after the release of the game, they're releasing their $40 expansion, which the previous Pokemon DLCs have taken you to, like, completely different areas, whereas this apparently takes you to, it doesn't even show you here. We might have to click on the video here. This one apparently takes you to Lumio City, but it's white now. Oh, this is just that trailer. I'd have to look at, like, the full thing. Whatever. It's just a freaking weird dreamscape white Lumio City. So you thought that with the DLC you'd finally be able to explore somewhere that isn't Lumiose? No. It's Lumiose, except it looks worse now because it's all white. So truly, this is what I feel. Why are you crying, Pokemon? Anyway, so I kind of wanted to ramble about that a little bit because, yeah, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, let's switch my input over so I can actually see the game. So, yeah, I highly doubt that I'm gonna have this main game beaten before then, because I am currently in the middle of Pokemon Legends ZA, Ghost of Yote. I wanted to do the other Assassin's Creed Valhalla DLC, but I've got so much stuff going on that I might save the last big DLC of Dawn of Ragnarok or whatever it's called for early next year and just clean up, like, the last handful of other additional content missions. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment just came out last week, so I'm doing that. Kirby Air Riders releases next week Thursday, so I'll have that going on. Then a couple weeks after that is Metroid Prime 4, the Elden Ring Night Rain DLC. Oh my god, man. I have a lot of shit going on. I don't think I am beating this game, especially when you consider the other stuff that I have going on, before that comes out. So I might not be playing Mega Dimension right on release, but hopefully you can understand that that is not on me, that they are releasing it way too friggin' fast. Anyway, one last thing, since last time, to complete a kind of Florida man team here. It's not quite Florida, it's pretty close though. I figured that I kind of wanted to have a Pokemon that was themed after my home state of Texas, which, if look, he has my lost Pokeball already, which isn't too far from Florida. So now we have Bluebonnet here, named after the national flower of Texas, the Texas Bluebonnet. So we have a little bit of Texas theming going on with that name. And I really try to make the blue kind of bright and pop while still being like a deep, rich blue, but I do recognize how it kind of blends into my background there of, like, the first reveal trailer, Lumio City. And this is after I brightened up the Bluebonnet text twice to make it a little bit more visible. But I was like, I don't want to go too hard and kind of wreck my color scheme that I had going on there. And Bluebonnet is such a long name that I couldn't quite fit it down there as is and have it still be visible. You'd have to look really close at the screen. So I've since extended my party to take up the bottom area, which I'd previously saved, like, a little section right next to the Darkrai jar for things like HoloLand 2025 while we were there, but I don't think I need to have that little corner for anything, so it's fine there. So yeah, I thought that that'd be fitting. It took me a little while to figure out where to get a blue alpha Flabebe that I got here and just evolved immediately, so you're gonna need some leveling before you can, like, actually contribute and stuff. You're gonna dive ball for the blue theme. But I figured, not too far from Florida, let's go with something named after my home state of Texas, the place where I am originally from here. Hi there, hello, how's it going? Mythic collected one Pokeball for you, thanks, man. Because, yeah, Didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I've been playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my SD. I don't miss tools breaking. But yeah. And yeah, I believe that it is $30 in the US. I think I read that one before. I was hoping for February for the Pokemon DLC. Yeah, February would still be pretty soon after. It'd still be a lot quicker than things like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Plus, you need to grind your team to 100 from Mega Dimension. Yeah, apparently the Pokemon are, like, really cracked in Mega Dimension, like, over level 100. So, I can't wait until I get Earthquaked by some, like, level 160 Metagross or something like that. Because they decided to go the Shadow of the Urge route with power scaling. Yeah, so I need to take time to grind before then, in addition to that. I still haven't had time to, like, get the stupid Delphox site, so I still don't have that. I was thinking about doing it between last stream and this stream, but I haven't had the time. So that hasn't happened yet because, yeah, time, you know. But yeah, dropping the DLC just after the metaphorical honeymoon period to keep people's eyes on it is pretty smart, though. I mean, I guess, but I would have thought that they would have waited a little bit longer just to give people time to, like, actually beat the game. Like, I don't know, maybe most people that have played this game have beaten it by now. Maybe I'm just, like, the one slowpoke here because I've got shit going on. Sure, we'll go do our main objective and stuff there. And maybe they did it purposefully so that it would get, like, a little bit of media attention before Christmas. And then that helps turn Pokemon Legends Z8 into more of a Christmas buy kind of title there. When kids are watching all these videos of, like, their... I thought that guy's hands were open and then they closed when I got closer. Kids are watching their favorite YouTubers play Mega Dimension and are like, whoa, that's really cool. I want to get that game. And then, you know, potential Christmas gift there when Mega Dimension is, you know, trending. Either the DLC or the game on its own might become a more popular as a Christmas gift. I don't know. City's white. What is this side order? Yep. How many times have you had to deal with Joy-Con drift? I have 4 pairs of Joy-Cons, one of which is, like, outside of my Switch 2 ones. I have 4 pairs of Switch 1 Joy-Cons. 3 of them drift really, really badly, and my 1 pair that doesn't is actually my cousin's, not mine. That he just hasn't asked back for after I borrowed it for some previous LAN gaming events. So, whenever I use Switch 1 Joy-Cons, that's the ones that I use, because all 3 of my other pairs of $100 controllers all drift really, really badly. My Switch 2 ones haven't started drifting yet, but we'll see. And I just know that there's, like, solutions where you can pop them open and, you know, increase the pressure, like, put on a little bit of cardboard that has the back plate, like, pressed against things a little bit better for a little bit better contact, or whatever the heck. I've been meaning to do that, and I just keep on not. Oh, by the way, we're 3D printing today. I recently ended up getting rid of all my spare Fragapalooza dragons from this past year, from a few months ago, because my job, my work that is currently doing some math camp stuff, has been looking into getting, like, some prizes for the kids that they do these math camps for. So all the Fragapalooza dragons that weren't given out at Fragapalooza, all the ones I had spare in this big bag of dragons, are now most likely going to be prizes for kiddos at this event. So now I figure, okay, I should probably 3D print some more dragons, and even if, like, they decide not to go the route of giving out more dragons there, I can still use, like, more dragons for future events, like Janland, for example, coming up. That's going to be our next LAN event in January. It's Janland 2026. And so I'm printing one of those winter dragons that has, like, the snowflake tail and stuff, and I color changed it from white to blue to white again. So that should be kind of cool. It's been printing for a little while before starting this stream, and we'll get, like, a cool dragon going there. And most likely that guy's going to end up being a prize for Janland 2026 will be the case. So if I'm streaming any of this game at Janland 2026, which I might, depending on how long it takes me to get through this plus Mega Dimension stuff, you might see me giving out that dragon as a prize over at that event. So yeah. Though at least for Night Rain DLC, it's adding only 2 more expedition bosses called Abominations. So if we play at our peak, we get the main part of the DLC in evening. Yep, that is true there. Also, I still need to beat Everdark Caligo. Pokemon stealing the idea of Pokemon over level 100 from Kaizo ROM hacks. There are people who beat this game on release day. Oh yeah, I have no doubt, but I have a life. We clean the city of dirt and dust. Watch us grunts wash away the rust. Yeah, it looks like we got visitors. Huh? What do you want? Got business with the Rust Syndicate? Yeah, apparently we're in debt to the mob now. My battery is dying, so I have to go now. Bye, okie doke. Best of luck with the battery there, Lancer. No business, no. If you got no business, why are you snooping around here, huh? Get lost. I'm gonna have to clean this whole area since y'all dirty with your uninvited visit. Yeah. Also, my head still doesn't feel 100% yet, because this last weekend was the 24-hour charity stream 13, where I played Metal Gear Solid 4 start to finish on the West Edmonton Mall ice rink. So I was awake for 32 hours this past weekend. You know, it's Thursday now. A decent bit of time has passed since then. But I do still get waves of lightheadedness. And, yeah, I'm still not feeling 100%. And I still get, like, waves of sleepiness. Like, earlier today at about 4, I ended up having a really late lunch because I kind of skipped lunch earlier today. I made myself some grilled cheese. I had that. And I just got, like, so tired that I couldn't pay attention to anything. And I just passed out in this chair for 2 hours. Then I got up. I went and caught a freaking blue alpha flabebe there and evolved it up. I made the Blue Bonnet nameplate. I got that 3D print going, and then I started streaming. And that's been the later part of my day here so far. Now, what do you want? Got business with the Rust Syndicate? So by next week, I should be feeling 100%. But it usually takes me a while to recover from Extra Life. Like, it is definitely always the most physically taxing event I do each year, because it is a long time to be awake, and it really messes with my head. Oh, here to talk, huh? Well, I'm on guard duty here. I'm too busy keeping an eye on things to listen to your problems. Maybe if I crush you in a Pokemon battle, you'll run off and stop bothering us. That means you and me are gonna have a one-on-one match too, little girl. Alright, well. So yeah, at this point, I'm just kind of wedging in what time I have here and there, even if it's short, in whatever games I'm going on, because I need to do damage to this stupid game queue, because it is getting genuinely overwhelming. Self-destruct? Did I just dodge it with a switch? He just blew up his trash and then, okay. Oh. I guess you get super wrecked now. What's gonna happen here? You just canceled my earth, you flinched me. Man. Alright, screw this, man. Come on. Boop, get out of here. So yeah, I'm kind of doing a little bit of damage on this Thursday. I can stay up a decent bit later than I usually can for a weekday, because today and tomorrow I've been working from home. Talk about losing face, so I don't have to worry about getting up earlier so I can make it into the office in time. I'll just be working away at my computer here. What? I lost? Hey, you cheated, didn't you? That's why you're never gonna make it past being a god, see? Hey, shut up! I didn't see you pulling a win on your end either. My battle was much closer. I lost by a hair. It was practically a win. Is this gonna be the head honcho or something? You're standing out in front of our organization, a place where we need to maintain appearances. I fail to see how you two causing a scene is aiding us in this effort. He's got quite the look there. Now, who are our guests? Mr. Philippe! Standing guard isn't just busy work. It's a vital role in our organization. Please do it properly. Now then, my name is Philippe. What brings you to our humble office today? We're here to discuss Tawny. Oh, then you must be Floridans. Thank you for coming by so soon after my call. I can see you're taking matters very seriously. But what a shame to find out that this is the kind of people you are. Was there truly a need to humiliate our guards so thoroughly and heartlessly? What? I don't know if I can discuss business with people as rude as yourselves. But it would also be rude of me to send you away when you came all the way here. So how about this? I give you a thrashing in battle, and we call it even? If you don't mind an embarrassing defeat. Speak to me when you're ready. Everyone wants a battle before we can do anything with them. All the time in this city. This city's seriously messed up. How about you show me what you can do in a Pokemon battle, Got a seriously messed up culture in this city. I do like that enthusiasm, but I'm part of the Rust Syndicate's top brass. My approval is hard to win. I wouldn't want to leave you with false optimism about how business with us goes. I mean, you were just thanking us about us being prompt here a second ago, but you're challenged by Philippe of the Rust Syndicate. I hit A. I guess I gotta hit it again. It's note Steelix. Dude, look at that metallic sheen there. Just something the Pokemon world has as a problem? I guess so. It feels oh my god. My gator's basically bigger than the... Well, I mean, nom nom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that was bad there. I don't know. Really quickly, earthquake. Well, I don't know, man. Skizzer. Ah, shit. My Pokemon that's good for this is kind of fainted right now. So, I mean... Oh yeah, there was also a video that I watched that was like a review of this game, where one of their criticisms was the fact that there's a cooldown for using items and they have no idea what it is. I see the thing at the bottom now, but I'm really glad to know that I wasn't the only one that would not notice that naturally without someone pointing it out. Like, it is extremely easy to miss. I don't know, flamethrower really quickly. Boop. Whoops, this isn't who I should send out. You're really low level. Skarmory? Ooh, really metallic looking there. Ah, shit. Our two stones connect us. Our bond manifests in Mega Evolution. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Goldbird, so I've heard. It's golden now! Maybe I can really quickly do this. Ugh! Oh my god! What? What? Oh, I can't plus Fire Fang. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about this. The Metagross and Xerneas Killer, is that what this is? I get Metagross Killer for Steel type. How would it be a... Or Xerneas Killer for Steel type there. But, like... I think you're using physical moves, so this is probably pointless to do anyway, but, like... Uh-oh, man. Bubble Beam! Ah! Quickly, Aqua Jet, just tack on some more damage there. I don't know. Please just don't immediately die to this. I mean, Steel Wing's a Steel type move, so this isn't gonna destroy me. Drill Run on Metagross? Oh, okay. I always love Skarmory because I grew up watching Super Skarmory and he always used one. Now Skarmory has a Mega. Goldbird's gonna be a monster and competitive. I mean, are we really gonna see, like, competitive Pokemon Legends? Yeah, I assume you just mean, like, in Pokemon Champions that'll probably have all the gimmicks and stuff. It might well be. I see. Your Pokemon are a little stronger than I expected. I probably have a whole bunch of EXP candies I can use on Bluebon, and I'm now realizing there. Yeah, I got you there. By the way, Skarmory is a pain to catch in Route 17. Is that the one with, like, the Pyroars everywhere? Or Wild Zone 17? Thanks, man. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed for someone so young. Competitive in this game is fucked due to hacking. Yeah, I've heard about people already hacking, like, Beast Balls and stuff there. You think we will ever get Mega Flygon? No. It's so sad. Taking the liberty of healing your Pokemon is a sign of my goodwill. And as a man of my word, I think it's time for us to talk business. Please follow me. The progress I will have made in this part is doing 2 battles and entering a building. I spent so long rambling about modern Pokemon. Come on, Floridance. We should head in after him. Okay, we can do that. I am gonna really quickly check my satchel here. Like, people are hacking this game and playing online? I thought this is what the console bricking was for. The fuck? No, the console bricking is for people with offensive usernames, obviously. Who cares about hacking? Sure, that. Level 30. Sure. Gain DXP points. Screw to level 30. Got the idea for a new move. When it comes a plus move, I don't know. Do these now. Sure. 33. Sure. And then, like, got the idea for a new move. And then dump all these into you? Sure. But yeah. Oh yeah, FNAF 2 comes out on the 5th. So much stuff at year's end. This is really a crazy end of year. I spent a lot of this summer being like, oh yeah, there's not too much stuff coming out. This is pretty good. This is pretty chill. I can actually catch up on some other stuff. Oh, that reminds me, another thing that I kind of want to do is before I play Final Fantasy VII Remake, potentially early next year if I have the time, so I get to play it like around the time that it comes out on Nintendo Switch 2. I was thinking about playing Ever Crisis, the stupid freemium gacha garbage. I'm also now realizing something wrong with my layout. I forgot to move Florges to behind the capture card. So it's like, boop. You probably would have barely noticed the little bit of the image of Florges clipping onto the capture card layout. Whatever, it's fixed now. So I might want to do a little bit of Ever Crisis, because that apparently includes, like, the unique exclusive backstory of Sephiroth. A little standalone game plot there. And I might be able to bum rush through a bunch of it. Or maybe it'll turn to be, like, some super grindy thing because it's, you know, freemium gacha garbage, and I'll play only a little bit and then decide, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. But I kind of don't want to be starting that if I don't have any breathing room. But I would like to do it before year's end, if at all possible. And then I get, like, all the non-remake stuff done, and then I play Remake, you know? Then I'm, like, super prepared for the Final Fantasy VII Remake games. And then I can just, like, commit to the Remake games. You know? So, there's that. That's another thing that I should have added to my list of stuff to do here. But yeah, you can't brick consoles on a whim and then still have hackers on your servers. Yep. Oh yeah, I did show my dad the FNAF movie and he genuinely liked it. Okay, nice. Which animatronic was his favorite? No, I don't know. Rustin to Kid Office, let's go.